Leonard is at the supermarket, crowded with consumers looking for everyday groceries. He approaches a shelf and observes a can of sardines, gazing sadly at the packaging. He puts it back in its place and leaves without buying anything. Leonard begins to recall months ago when he embarked on a rescue mission for his fellow researchers who had gone missing in remote areas of the distant planet TOI 700 in the Dorado constellation. Several rescue teams were sent by space research bases, but mysteriously, after a certain time, contact was lost, and none of these rescue missions returned successfully. Every crew was lost. In another attempt, Leonard and another rescue crew headed towards the Dorado constellation, establishing a strategic position in space. While the spaceship served as a base to monitor the rescue plan, a smaller spacecraft headed towards the planet TOI 700, still unknown but with many similarities to Earth, giving Leonard and his crewmate confidence in the mission's success. Despite the planetary similarities, as the spacecraft entered TOI 700's atmosphere, it had to navigate through a powerful hurricane. Electrical discharges disabled communication with the space base and damaged the spacecraft controls. Leonard barely had time to spot a slightly open area before crashing into rocks and ending up on the shores of a beach. The spacecraft sank among sand and rocks, its commander injured and unable to get up. He continued attempting to establish contact with the base. With the rescue mission ahead, Leonard investigated the region, scanning the horizon for any clues and using his manual radar to receive signals from the lost crew. He traversed rocky terrain and vegetation in what used to be a beach, similar to Earth, filled with beautiful landscapes, plants, and trees. Although he didn't spot any animals, he knew some civilization existed on the planet, likely the extraterrestrial beings that had attacked previous crews. With communication limited to his fallen ship's commander, Leonard was prepared for a dangerous rescue mission, full of risks, uncertain about encountering extraterrestrial life. He crossed forests and streams, climbed rocks, and marveled at TOI 700's richness. He realized why human scientists were eager to reach this planet, launching numerous missions to explore its ecosystem and plan for future colonization. As Leonard walked, he began to suspect that humans weren't the only ones with the idea of colonizing and establishing bases on TOI 700. Another civilization had been present for a long time, neutralizing all crews that arrived and imprisoning them. Leonard walked all day until nightfall. Suddenly, his manual radar indicated a location, and he followed it. After walking through the night, he found a functioning device strategically left for someone to discover. However, there was no one around. This gave Leonard hope that some crew members might be nearby. It was the first contact that fueled his rescue mission for the lost crews. He decided to follow his instincts, taking more open paths, leaving dense vegetation, and moving faster in higher places to spot something on the horizon. By doing so, he reached the summit of a rocky plain in the morning, providing a panoramic view of the surroundings. Using binoculars, he saw wreckage from one of the missing cruise ships. There was still a long way to go. He contacted his commander, who was by the beach, and shared his position, the clues he found, and the plan to proceed with the rescue. Leonard walked another full day until he found the destroyed spacecraft. It seemed like an attack, shot down in the middle of the jungle. He discovered a coded message: "We were shot down before landing on TOI 700 soil. We lost contact and found a base of an unknown civilization. We're heading there because our food ran out and we're starving. We don't know what we'll find." Leonard was close to discovering his friend's whereabouts but became deeply concerned. It could be an entirely unfriendly extraterrestrial civilization, making the rescue mission dangerous and violent. From a distance, he observed the alien base and its operations, a vast place with various mixed civilizations. However, he saw no humans in the area. Leonard decided to enter and investigate without being noticed. He removed his astronaut suit, leaving only a cloth wrapped around his body and a cap to disguise himself. He managed to enter an area resembling a market or a general goods store where inhabitants exchanged products as an archaic form of survival. There was no modernity, civilization was almost non-existent. He noticed a forbidden entrance accessible only to authorized beings leading to the heart of the extraterrestrial empire. Leonard waited until nightfall, hiding and unnoticed, then entered this restricted area to explore its contents. He found it to be a production line for various products: clothing, food, and other essentials. Leonard observed that this production center utilized slave labor, including extraterrestrials from other planets and the humans he intended to rescue. However, they were heavily guarded, and he could only pass by, seeing his friends working in the canned food production. Walking through the sector like a worker, Leonard reached a storage area where food products were stacked after production. He investigated the products, pocketed a canned item, and returned to the entrance, quickly exiting. Near the exit, a guard turned towards Leonard, who quickly dodged and ran as soon as he was out of sight. Outside the restricted area, he realized it was where beings struggled for survival through product exchange, trading for industrialized products from within. The restricted area represented the Empire with technology and progress, exploiting both extraterrestrial and human labor. Out of reach of any nearby extraterrestrial, Leonard put back on his hidden clothes unnoticed. Without attracting attention, he resumed his long and exhausting journey towards his spacecraft stuck in the sand. Curious to see the extraterrestrial canned product, he sat down near his commander, opened the can, and was horrified. Leonard vomited, discarded the can, and ran into the woods. Upon reaching his spacecraft, his commander informed him that contact with the space base had been established, and they were close to rescuing them and leaving TOI 700. However, he noticed Leonard's distress and asked what happened. Leonard, petrified, uttered a few words. "Let's get out of here fast. The beings here have captured our crew. Furthermore, I discovered a food production line. They consume us." That vision never left Leonard's mind. After returning to Earth, he carries the sad memory of TOI 700. The fate of the lost crews became an enigma, but he concluded the worst. Since then, there have been no more missions to the planet in the Dorado constellation, neither for rescue nor research towards possible human colonization. Meanwhile, on TOI 700, beings telepathically discuss what happened that day.
We had to send a message to the humans insisting on colonizing our planet. That human thinks he entered our production unnoticed. We just directed him to the stock area to make him believe his crewmates are working in our production. These humans will never return here.